Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. जाकी रही भावना जैसी. There is a saying, whatever we think or imagine ourselves to be, that we are. If I consider myself to be the body, then I am man, woman, young, old, healthy, unhealthy. If I consider myself to be a husband, wife, brother, father, mother, then I am that. If I consider myself to be a soul living in the body, then I am subject to birth, death, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. And all these things are only our own acceptance. It is like this. Two children, brother and sister, they are playing home. And they became husband-wife. So the brother-husband comes from outside in that game they are playing and knocks the door and asks the sister-wife, "Give me something to eat." So the sister-wife shouts at him, and then she pretends as if she is opening the fridge, taking out something, and tells, "Take, this is yesterday's leftover vegetable and the bread piece, eat." Now that brother says, "Time, one moment. What is that? You are not giving me anything. We are only playing. You are simply telling, take leftover vegetable. Why don't you think, take jalebi and rasgulla?" We are only imagining that I am body. What is the logic behind that I am the body? There is no reason which can justify to call ourselves as body. So we are only accepting this, I am body. So if you have to only imagine whatever I am, why not imagine that I am Brahman? This is called as Samvadi Brahma. Samvadi Brahma means, in a distant place there were two small temples, and from there two light beams were coming out. And two persons thought there may be some diamond there, because in the old temple lot of wealth was there. So these two persons started running, imagining that it may be a diamond. And both were having the same ignorance. Both of them did not know what is there. But both of them imagined, it must be diamond, let us go. And started running and reached the place. One person, when he reached, he saw it was just merely a lamp, flame, no diamond. So his efforts went in vain. The other person, he also didn't know what is there. He went running and he found really there was a diamond. So both of them started under the guidance of ignorance. They didn't know. But one delusion concluded into samsara, other delusion concluded into wisdom. So this delusion, I am the body, leads us to samsara. Aham Brahmasmi leads us to the truth. This is the only way we cross and transcend the second hurdle. The first hurdle is Dehatma Bhav, mistaking ourselves to be body. The second hurdle is we take ourselves to be Jiva, and the reason for this is we are told again and again by all the religions in the world that you are a soul. But if you see, none of these religions, they ever define what is soul. Once we accept, I am other than the body, then the question comes, who am I? So we go to the teacher, sir, I am not body, this I accept, fully accept. Then the question comes, sir, who am I? You are a soul. Oh. And here we stop. Vedanta takes you one step further. See, it is something like this. If you have got, let us say, 4 baskets in which there are mangoes, and in each basket there are different quantity of mangoes and different rates. So you are asked, you mix all these mangoes together and tell me what will be the average rate of the mangoes. So how we will start? We will say, suppose the average rate of the mango will be $X per kilogram. So what is this X? X is unknown. Thereafter, we have to establish the value of X. If you simply write, suppose the value of mango rate is $X per kilogram and submit your answer book, will you get the marks? You have to establish the value of X. Unknown must be established. In the same manner, we are told that yes, you are other than the body because you are soul. Agreed, sir. Now please establish the value of soul. When this is asked, devil is speaking through him. Keep away. He is questioning my ignorance. I am rooted in ignorance. See, friends, what is this soul? And when you thus start inquiry about the soul, then we get no answer. Then tadvijnanartham gurumeva abhigachet samit panihi shrotriyam brahmanishtham. Then we go to the teacher, Acharya, who is well versed in the scriptures. Why there is so much emphasis on the study of scriptures? Because the scriptural studies give the teacher a technical know-how, how to transfer this knowledge methodically, systematically, without creating an illusion of magic. Because humans are extremely attracted towards magic. Like in the small age, childhood, we are attracted to it. Let us go and see the magic show. Universal magic show. There we go, the things, oh, surprise. And when we are grown up, we go to Babaji. And there also we are expecting the same magic. So the child in us is still dumb there. He has not gone anywhere. And those Mahatmas who will do some magical show in front of us, we get impressed by them. See, I went to such and such Mahatma and I had no children, and then the Mahatma told, why not? You should get it. Go. And thereafter I was blessed, the children. Sadgurudev Maharaj ki jai. Who is this Sadguru? Child yielding Baba. Friends, please remember this principle. Desire fulfillment is not spiritual life. We have to transcend the desires. And it is not untrue that Mahatmas, when they say something and they bless, it does happen. But that is not spiritual life. Spiritual life is that wherein we transcend the desires. Then the question comes, who is desiring? See, if I am a mother, I will desire, let my son be very good, he should be well educated. See? And the desire has no logic, no reason. See, funny thing, I don't know about this country. In India, they are very much after getting a male child, not a female child. And the fun is, it is not only the males are interested in getting the male child, but even the mothers also want a male child. They don't want a daughter child. And they themselves are a daughter. See? And this running after that, that becomes the only purpose. See, friends. So, who is having desire? Somebody is having desire. Next step. Who is this somebody? Somebody is mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife. Very good. Now, when they are born, like I told you, the age of the husband and the wife is equal. Similarly, the age of the son and the father is equal. In one place, there was one very intelligent father, and his son was very intelligent. So, the son was arguing, Dad, you don't understand, I am for the first time a child. How do I know how to behave? I was not a child earlier, so I don't know how to behave. Don't scold me, teach me how to behave as a child. The father was intelligent. He said, son, I am also first time father. I don't know how to teach. How true it is. So the father and the son have the same age. The husband and the wife have the same age because they are born the same moment. So when they are born, only after body identification. So when I take myself to be body, then I am a mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife. So these characters, they have the problems. So if you limit your discussion up to this point, so man will be Paramatma without any limitation, totally free, and after having identified with the body, he is now getting the second generation, and thereafter all bodies are born. See. Now this husband, mother, father, who are they? Are they real? If we have to talk about a husband, what is a husband? Define. The one who is miserable, very good. Next step. The one who is constantly under persecution, very good. Next. You are only telling the effects. Tell what is the husband. Then we come to know the infinite man expressing through the limitations of the wife, and the limited expression of the infinite man is called as husband. So infinite is bliss. Limitation on the infinite is blister. So these three things put together becomes husband. Man, wife and husband. These three things together. In the same manner, Jiva is Paramatma expressing through the limitations of the Panchakoshas, and that limited expression of the infinite Paramatma, these three together is the Jiva. Now this Jiva is just a phenomenon. It is not an individuality. Phenomenon means Vyakti or Abhivyakti, think. Phenomena means Abhivyakti, manifestation. Individuality means Vyakti. So any man getting married to any woman is called as husband. So husband is a Abhivyakti, it is a manifestation, it is a common factor. See? But what happens, this Abhivyakti, this manifestation is mistaken as Vyakti, individuality. And thereafter the samsara begins. And therefore, when we have taken the first step correctly, that under any clause we cannot be the body, but we are expressing through the body. So we are no more living as the body, but we are living through the body. Then the next step of inquiry begins. Up to this, separating ourselves from the body is yoga abhyas. Here, yoga abhyas is practice. You sit in such a manner that you relax your body and get out of the body identification. This is how you come across many yogis. They sit for years together, they are in samadhi. So they have done half job. They have separated themselves from the body and they are no more living as the body. So the body is in the Prakriti. Like the tree is in the Prakriti, the body is in the Prakriti. That's it. But further step is, who is this embodied? This cannot be achieved without inquiry and contemplation. Therefore, those who are forcibly separating themselves from the body by yoga abhyas, they are doing it under tremendous force. And therefore, anything which is under force, if little bit disturbed, bursts out. Therefore, yogis, tapasvis, they are very angry type of people. With great difficulty, I have controlled my mind and said, and you are disturbing? Tumhara satyanas ho jayega. And it happens because they have become extremely single-pointed. See, friends. Therefore, by yoga abhyas, yes, purpose is body disidentification. But then don't go to sleep. Then start playing. What must be the experience when the life is recognized as other than the body? Simply thought suspension is not enough. Thoughts are not the problem. Wrong thinking is the problem. When wrong thinking is suppressed under the force of pranayam, the wrong notions are still remaining dormant. And the wrong notion is there is one soul per body. Therefore, there are many souls, many bodies. And with this wrong notion, the subsequent thinking process is influenced. But we inquire, what is the meaning of the soul or the jiva? Then we know kshetrajñam chapi mam viddhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. There is one absolute reality expressing through all the bodies. So we are not the body, the expression, but the one which is expressing through all the bodies. This is our correct identity. And because there is only one without a second, there is no possibility of thought formation. When the mind dissolves in consciousness, Chitta Vritti Nirodha is not required. When the mind has not dissolved in consciousness and we are forcibly stopping the thought process, the thoughts remains dormant in the hibernating state. Such samadhis are jada samadhi. Trace back the thought from where you are to the origin of the thought. Don't suppress. By this, one day you will be convinced that thoughts happen only to somebody. Thereafter, the practice is remaining as nobody. whenever efforts are involved in controlling the mind, the basic error is not corrected. If one remains as infinite being or Mr. Nobody, thoughts cannot erupt. Then life is manifesting without anybody being born. Therefore, when we stop talking to ourselves and listen to silence, that somebody who was talking dissolves in nobody. And when we listen to silence, silence cannot be heard, thereby we go beyond sense organs and mind. Indulgence happens through sense organs. The experience happens in the mind, and the experiencer is born in the intellect. Listening to silence is the way who transcend the trio of experienced, experience, and experiencer. That is dissolving the mind in pure consciousness. Consciousness being one without a second, nothing is gained through meditation and nothing is lost because of meditation. Take deep breath slowly, 2-3 times, and see the process how body identification happens. Now we have limited ourselves within the body. Move the toes and fingers and see how the concept I am inside the body, the world is outside the body, has become real, and the samsara begins. Offer everything at the feet of the Lord. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.